Welcome to our amazing webinar called the LinkedIn Goldmine, Finding Hidden Opportunities That Others Miss. My name is Joe Applebaum, and I will be your presenter today. And I'm really excited that you guys are here because LinkedIn has really transformed my life. And I'm going to be sharing with you some strategies that you can implement today that will help you be able to hopefully transform your life as well. Close your distractions. Drink some water because a 5% drop in hydration is a 30% drop in energy. So I'm going to take a little swig of my water here. Chat, engage in the chat. Put in your LinkedIn URL in the chat if you dare. Hopefully you have it ready. Should sound something like linkedin.com/in/your username. Put that in there. Always curious to know who's here. And take some notes with action items that you're going to take place. And if you stay till the end, I will be giving you guys a special gift. So we're going to be going till the top of the hour. And so I'm excited that you guys are here, that you guys are with us, and that you guys are engaging with us. This is a very powerful conversation that we're going to be having here, talking about how to get clients from LinkedIn. Now, let me stop sharing my screen for just a moment because I want to emphasize something for you. LinkedIn is not a short-term strategy. It's not something that you're like spraying and praying and it'll work. It's not going to work that way. You can't just show up one day and disappear for 6 months and then come back and then hope that everything is just exactly the way it was. You have to have consistency. There's one thing that networking requires, which is consistency. If you want to start a garden, you can't just water it one day, leave for 6 years, come back, and then water it again and hope that the flower will still keep germinating. Because people change, roles change, opportunities change. And so you have to be there constantly showing up and connecting and building relationships and getting to know people and understanding what's going on in the market and how to use LinkedIn. And psychology plays a huge role into this whole game. So I can show you tactics of what to do, but if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have the right beliefs and you're not taking the right actions, you're not going to be able to tap into the gold mine that LinkedIn is. LinkedIn gives you a lot of information about people. And most people are still not personalizing things related to what they're getting on LinkedIn. It's a real shame. And it's annoying the crap out of people. How do you feel when a random person sends you a message that is not personalized and they're just talking about themselves and they send you these long messages about themselves? Tell me in the chat how you feel, right? Sally's like, no, I don't like that. So don't do that. Don't just talk about yourself. And I know that's obvious and we all know that already, but knowing and doing is not the same thing. So we need to, common sense is not common practice. I want to let you know with the power of artificial intelligence, today you could literally customize anything, even if it means customizing it with your own voice. When I say your voice, literally talking into a microphone and typing up what you have to say. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you some tools that I use. I'm going to show you some strategies today. Something I'm particularly excited about, which I recently posted about, called polls. Have you posted a poll on LinkedIn in 2025? Just write yes or no in the chat. I'm curious to know if you've done it or haven't done it. Polls have completely changed my life. I'll show you why. I'm going to share my screen, and then I'll show you. I'm going to dig right into LinkedIn. I can show you what I'm looking at. So the tool that I'm going to be using is called evyAI. It's an AI assistant for LinkedIn, and we just launched the sidebar that sits on the side here. And anytime I need anything, for example, if I want to send somebody the side panel, I have it as a template. So rule number one is you need templates. Okay, so do you have templates? Put that in the chat. Say, I have templates. If you need templates, just say, I need templates. I'll send you a template generator. Okay? It'll be my gift to you, a template generator. And then I'll show you how to use a template generator. But you need templates or you have to. If you don't have templates, then you need to create a template. Now, there's lots of different templates that you need to create for LinkedIn if you want to communicate effectively. I have templates for everything that I need. So, for example, I have templates with articles that I'm promoting, with social profiles that I'm promoting, with Loom videos, with quick responses, with messages, with snippets, with LinkedIn tips. In our community, I'm going to take a lot of these templates and I'm going to put them into the new library that we're putting into our community. We're going to have a library of templates and a library of personas and a library of prompts and a library of hooks and a library of links. And I'm going to be compiling those libraries. So if you need templates, just write any templates in the chat. But everyone needs some templates. I have like, for example, promo link templates. So somebody might say, come to me, it's like, Joe, can you tell me about our AI, about the AI circle? So I'll be like, yeah, I just press the copy button here and then I just send it in the chat. Do you see how long it took me to send that template in the chat to you guys on a Zoom? It's insane. Everything that you do needs to have a template, so you never have to think about it. Somebody's like, Joe, can you send me information about Ajax Union Services or about your book? I just click the template and then boom, boom, template done. You see how quickly it's flying in the Zoom? This happens on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. Anytime anybody asks me for anything, I don't want to have to write it up. I could either have AI do it or I can have a template that's ready to go. So there are three sections here. There's making sure you have your lists as well. Do you guys have your list? I'm going to a mastermind called the Speak Easy Mastermind Group. Okay, I'm going to this mastermind. And I saw the people that were in the mastermind in the directory of the event. And so I saved them into evyAI. And you can just click on new profile on the top here, add the people's profiles if you want. And then when I saved her, I realized, oh my God, I know Gemma from like 15 years ago, but we weren't connected on Facebook. So I clicked Facebook, just like this, from LinkedIn. I went to Facebook. I pulled up her profile, connected with her, and now we're chatting on her preferred platform. Do you see that? Happy to connect with you, Joe. Looking forward to you see that? We're chatting on her preferred platform and connecting before the event in Austin. I could only do this because I have the ability to just click buttons and do it quickly here with my side panel. You see that? And it works everywhere. So if I want to leave a comment on this post, I could leave a comment on this post with AI using the side panel and the AI writer. You see, I have an AI writer here. So the crazy thing about this is you need lists. Now, I have lots of different lists. If you look through my lists, I have lists with the EO Grit. I have sales managers in New Jersey. Now, do you need a list or do you have a list? Do you need a list of viral influencers? Do you need a list of cruise clients, people that you went on a cruise with that are your clients? Do you need a list of engaged LinkedIn users? Do you need a list of people that are podcast hosts? Do you need a list of collaborators, prospects, clients, supporters, advocates, people that are LinkedIn staff members, people that are part of particular companies that you're working with, like, for example, Atlantic Tomorrow's office, people that are sales trainers? Look at these lists. I have lists, Sandler trainers. So if I want to do any of the activities that I want to do, or if I'm going to do an event for one of these companies, I already have all my lists ready to go. And so what I can do is I can build a relationship with those people quickly. So for example, if I want to see my JVMM list, I just pull up my JVMM list, and now I can stay top of mind with Debbie Allen. I just click on recent activities, and it loads all of her recent activities. Now, of course, I could look her up on Facebook, Instagram, Google, and all the other places, and X. But I see that 6 days ago she posted, and she didn't really get much comments. So one of the things that I love to do is to stay in touch with her. And the way that I'm going to do that is I can either select the post and drag it into the side panel and tell it to generate a comment for me. Or what I can do is I can select the right persona, which would be a friendly comment. I have so many different personas that I have, so I'm getting organized around my personas. But if I want to leave a friendly comment for her, I can select. Now, personas are really important because you're training the AI on your voice and what you do. So if you want to leave a really good comment, you want to make sure that you have a really good persona, because otherwise the AI is not going to sound like you. You see that? So if I click in here and I hit generate, I could either send the specific text to the side panel of what I want it to generate, or I could just simply generate and it just generates. You see that? So I could select text from anywhere on the internet. I can select part of the text or the whole text. I can right click. I can hit send to the sidebar. You see it says send to the sidebar on the right click. So I click on that. It sends it to the sidebar, and now I can just click a button. So for me, the most important thing is I need to have, number one, a strategy of who I'm targeting. So I'm going to stop my share for just a second. I need a strategy for who I'm targeting. So there are three things that go into your strategy, and you can write this down. You need the plan, you need the people, and you need the promise. Three things. You're not going to be able to be successful on LinkedIn if you're not really sure what you want to achieve. Today, I got on the phone with a guy named Ari. We had a conversation. He has 30,000 connections. I said, we're going to have a webinar and we're going to teach how to get clients on LinkedIn. And he said to me, Joe, I don't really want clients. I was like, okay, what do you want? He said he wants exposure. So I said, okay, we're also going to cover how to get exposure from LinkedIn. And I see that Ari's here. Ari, did we have a conversation today? He's waving to us. He's waving to us. We had a conversation because he was having an issue with installing evyAI on his computer. So I picked up the phone and called him, and we connected. And I'm going to be in Austin soon. So maybe we'll even get to meet at some point. He gave me a thumbs up. Real relationships. What does it mean to have a real relationship with someone? It's figuring out what their issues are, figuring out what their problems are, and creating posts and creating comments and sending messages not related to what you want, but related to what they want. Somebody recently called me up and he said, my sales reps are not taking notes. Can evyAI help me? Not only did I prepare a guide for the exact notes that every salesperson needs to leave, and if you want that guide, say I want the guide in the chat and I'll send you a guide. But I also created a video and I designed the whole thing on LinkedIn Live, straight up. So let me show you the guide real quick. Let me show you the guide. The guide is right here. You see, it has all these questions. And by the way, I'm going to take all these questions and I'm going to turn this into a link that anybody can have. So you guys can have this and copy it for yourself. It's all right over here. It even has the prompt that you could put into evyAI that will convert your voice note that you leave in evyAI. So you can click on the microphone, leave a whole voice note answering all these questions, and it'll convert it into a note for your CRM. And we have a lot more training like this coming up. So just FYI, I'm going to put this in the chat as my gift to you guys. And there's many more gifts coming up. So stick around because we have many, many more gifts coming up. And by the way, did you guys get value so far from this conversation? Yes? Awesome. Awesome. My goal is to deliver the maximum amount of value in the minimum amount of time because time is a limited resource. We don't have a lot of time to spend on webinars, learnings. And so how can we grab something that will help us be able to be more successful? So I'm going to tell you a quick story. When I started evyAI, before I started it, I launched a poll on LinkedIn. I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the day, I launched a poll. This was 2023. I launched a poll on LinkedIn. And I said, would you want an assistant that can help you write comments, posts, and messages that can help you be able to be more effective on LinkedIn? And hundreds of people said they were interested. So that poll, I took the people that were interested and I manually copied all the people's names off the poll into a spreadsheet. And then I reached out to each one individually and I said, would you like to pay for an early bird special? I will give you a special deal on it if you pay now before I create the tool. I didn't create it yet. I'd like to create the tool, but I didn't create it yet. Would you be willing to pay? And they said, I'll pay for it. And 100 people paid for the tool before I even created it. Where did I learn this idea? Is because when I wanted to start my first goal setting masterclass, I did the same thing. I went on Facebook and I shared a post and I said, who wants to learn how to set and achieve their goals? And a bunch of people said me. And then a bunch of people paid. And then I created the course. This has worked for me over and over and over in terms of getting clients. But you can't just post something up there and hope that people will just vote on it, especially if it's something that's a little promotional. You know what I mean? You have to promote it. A lot of people don't realize that when you post something and you want engagement, you have to push it and promote it a little bit. You can't just let it sit there and hope that people will actually go there. So there are many different ways to promote things in a way that would interest people, but it's more about curious in terms of solving a problem rather than you just pushing stuff on people and promoting it in the sense of promoting. When I say promoting, I don't mean be salesy. That's the last thing that you want to do. Instead, you want to be helpful. You want to be of service. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to show you an example. You guys want to see the poll? You want to see my poll? Who wants to see it? I'm going to show you my poll. Okay, good. Everyone wants to see the poll. So I'm going to show you the exact idea. You guys can literally duplicate this. and has worked for me, it's going to work for you, but you have to promote it. It's not going to work automatically. Even with 50,000 followers, things don't just happen automatically. Things just don't happen just automatically. So I'm going to click on show all posts so you can see all of my posts. And then we're going to scroll down. You can't sort by polls, but you can scroll down and easily identify a poll very quickly because it looks like you have the ability to vote on the poll. So I'm going to scroll down and pull up the poll so you guys can see. All right, so this is the poll that I created right over here. So it's still running. It still has 3 days left. You see it says 3 days left? I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see. Okay. Oh my gosh. What happened here? It zoomed up. Did it zoom up? No. It zoomed down. Hang on, because I'm zooming in for you guys. So here we go. Here's the poll. Okay, do you see it says 158 votes, 3 days left? When I started the poll, I only got 2 votes. And I wanted to just cancel it. I was like, such a waste. Nobody's interested in me. And then I listened to my own advice and I said, I have to promote this poll. And I know that there are people that are interested. I don't have 100 that are interested because I need 100 to launch a course. But I don't have 100 that are interested, but I have 20, I have 30 that are interested. How do I know? Because I did post a post a few days before, 3 weeks ago, and I wrote, I got 99 LinkedIn hacks and a pitch ain't one of them. I literally wrote that. And I said, who's interested? And then, a couple dozen people said that they were interested. They liked and commented on it. And I said, okay, well, I don't have 100. So I need to create a poll and get them to start this poll out and then figure out who's actually interested. And so I wrote the following. Do you want to learn the 99 LinkedIn hacks and strategies in under a minute each? Yes, no, or I only want free information. Okay, those are the options because I need to know who the freebie wanters are. You know what I mean? Because I don't mind the freebie wanters, but I need a distinction between the freebie wanters and the non-freebie wanters. Are you guys getting what I did so far? So when I posted the poll, I had very, very few people commenting and liking on it and whatever. So I had to start disseminating the poll, and I used several different strategies. And I'll show you some of those strategies that I used. But a poll is really important because a poll is a way for someone to engage without publicly engaging. Do you guys know what that means? If you're not sure, I'll explain it. When somebody likes a post or when somebody comments on a post, it goes into their activity on LinkedIn. So their boss or their friends can go back and see what they did. You can see what somebody commented. You can see what somebody liked, and there's no way to hide it. There's no way to hide it. I tried to hide it. There's no way to hide it. The only way to hide it is not to do it. Once you do it, your network can technically dig into your profile and see what you've done. Okay? That's there. But they can't see what you voted on. Nobody can see it except for the author. People know this. And so they're willing to vote on something without liking and commenting. So I get even more exposure. You understand that? Also, I can send a poll in the DM and people can vote from the DM without leaving the poll, without leaving the DM. People can vote on the poll in the DM without leaving the DM. And so this becomes really interesting. It becomes really interesting. And sending it not just on LinkedIn, but I sent it on Facebook. I sent it on WhatsApp. I sent it via email. I asked my team, Diana, and the group of people that I have at evyAI to please email it to 50,000 people. They haven't done that yet. And I have 158 people that voted on the poll. Now, if I wanted to take all those people and put them into a spreadsheet, there's no technology that can extract information from a poll. So I'm going to teach you how to pull the information. Do you guys want to learn how to pull the information out of a poll and put it into a spreadsheet? Would that be helpful for you guys? Now, you could use a tool called Phantom Buster, but that's against LinkedIn's terms and conditions because they require your cookie and it costs $70 and blah, 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 blah. So I went to Claude. I have many wives now. I have ChatGPT, I have Grok, I have many, since I got divorced, I got remarried to AI. Not officially according to the government, but in my head. And I went to Claude, which is my favorite developing tool, and I said, I have this issue. I have a poll. I don't have the time to copy and paste each person and to manually find their LinkedIn URL and put it into I just don't have the time to do it, but I need to urgently get in touch with these people. How do I take all the information and put it in? And then they said, you can't. And I said, well, help me do this. So we went back and forth one midnight on LinkedIn Live. One midnight on LinkedIn Live, I went back and forth. And I created something called a poll saver. I'm going to show it to you right now. It's pretty cool, actually. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the poll. Where's the poll? Where's the poll? Here's the poll. Okay, I found the poll. And I'm going to click on votes. And when you click on votes, you can see who voted. Can you see 146 people voted that they're interested? So now what I do is I simply just do something that completely is fine, just selecting everybody, going to the way bottom. So it does load 10 at a time. So it's going to have to load 15 times. Do you see the way it's scrolling down automatically as I'm holding my mouse down trying to select everything? So it's going to load up everything. And once it loads up all the people, which it did, I press Control C, or I right click and I press copy. Okay, so now everything is in my clipboard, the names of the people. But how do you take it from your clipboard and then put it into a spreadsheet? How do you do that? Well, I created a little tool called the Poll Saver. So if I go to strategy.evyai.com/poll saver, right over here, I have a little poll saver that's available for anyone that wants to use it, really. I just put it up on the internet. And then I press paste, and I just paste everyone in here, and then I press process list. It'll convert this list into a spreadsheet. You're like, holy Moses. But the beauty is, not only will it tell me who voted on the poll and give me their LinkedIn URL and all their information, it'll also tell me who's actually on LinkedIn right now, who's actually using LinkedIn this minute. So what I can do is I can then download this. I have to keep scrolling down because a lot of people on this poll. And by the way, I only have access to my poll info. You don't have access to who's in my poll, so you can't just do this to anyone's engagement. Although I'm going to be designing something that you can take everyone's likes from your competitors and turn it into a spreadsheet too, which, whatever. We'll talk about that at a different time. But again, I'm not automating any. Is there any automation here? Is there any scraping happening? No, just copying and pasting, right? I'm just copying and pasting stuff that are mine, right? So I'm going to go into a website called sheets.new, which is basically a spreadsheet. You guys know what a spreadsheet is, right? And then you click on File, Import, and then I click on Upload, and then I just drag the CSV that I downloaded right into here. Do you guys know how to do that, right? You just drag the CSV in here, and then you press Import Spreadsheet, replace it, and now all the information is right here. Do you see that? Everything is here. And now if I want to just filter, I just click on the status, I click Data, Create Filter, and now I can filter for all the people that are just online. You see that? And these are all the people that are currently online. If I want to tag all these people somewhere, I can tag them all. There's a lot that I can do here. And there's many, many more strategies that I teach my clients in our monthly 2-hour session where I walk them through step by step how to get clients on LinkedIn. Now, if you already got the bundle, you get access to the $10,000 worth of training. If you need the bundle, just write I need the bundle, and I'll send you guys information about the bundle because you guys probably want to learn how to leverage LinkedIn. So just write I need the bundle. If you have the bundle, just say I have the bundle in the chat. I'm curious to know who has it, who needs it. If you need it, say I need it. Now, the bundle is extremely important because not only does it give you access to the sales assistant on the side of your browser, and it gives you unlimited content, unlimited messages, unlimited posts, unlimited personas, unlimited templates, unlimited everything, but it also gives you access to training, which it's nice to have a tool, but if you don't know how to use the tool, it's not really going to help you in your business if you don't know how to use LinkedIn. And I spent 10 years training over 1,000 companies and their sales reps on how to use LinkedIn. And I genuinely enjoy the platform. I don't enjoy their restrictions and the way that they automatically just remove people from the platform literally for no reason. I don't enjoy the spammers. I really dislike that a lot. Like some of you, like really dislike the spamming. But I get a lot more spam in my email than I do on LinkedIn. And if I'm walking down New York City, I get more spam in person than I do on LinkedIn. You ever walk down Times Square? Would you like to buy my DVD? Would you like this? Would you like a comedy? Would you like to take a tour? Would you like... That happens. You walk down Times Square. So if you want to be in a popular place like Times Square or like LinkedIn, which is the global Times Square for business, you're going to get hit up a little bit. So deal with it. Deal with the hit up and then get an affiliate link for evyAI and send it to the spammers and say, buy this so I can make 20%. Not a bad idea, right? So let me show you what I like to do on LinkedIn to get clients. Well, the number one thing that I need to do on LinkedIn to get clients is have conversations with my target market. And there are signals that I get on a regular basis that tell me it's time to have a conversation with someone. Do you know what some of those signals are? What is a signal that it's time to have a conversation with someone? Murray said bagels are better in New York than LinkedIn. I'm job hunting the hell out of state government so I can afford the tool. Amazing. I may need the bundle. I need to find out more first, John said. Awesome. Guys, there's so much that we give with the bundle. I can't even, like, for example, we just had a few weeks ago, we had the LinkedIn Influencer Summit. Did you guys attend it? Have you heard of it? We got 9 of the top LinkedIn influencers. Thank you, Dr. Sally. Thank you, Jane. 9 of the top LinkedIn influencers came and they shared for 4.5 hours all their strategies. Now, I did this every year for 7 years just to get all the strategies. I don't even know all the strategies myself. I need to ask these people, hey, Richard Vanderbloom, what's going on with the algorithm? And he teaches me. He does a 125-page report on the algorithm. And he teaches me, okay, this is what's going on right now. Really powerful stuff. Really powerful stuff. So the bundle will give you guys access to that. It's usually a few $100s a year for the recordings of the Influencer Summit, but you can get access to it right now with the bundle. So if you want the bundle, say I need the bundle in the chat, and you'll get that bonus that is not listed on our website, just FYI. And if you're driving your car right now or you're out and about and you don't have a computer, you can send the word bundle to 973-841-8868, and you'll get information about the bundle. Send bundle to 973-841-8868, and you'll get information about the bundle. Okay. And of course, if you want to learn more, of course, you can learn more about it. But let me just show you a couple more tips. We're about 30 minutes in. We got about 30 minutes left. I want to show you some high-value activities, which I call signals, that you get from people that will give you an excuse to pick up the phone and call them. And maybe we can even call some of those people to try to turn them into a client and get a credit card right now. Let's get that credit card. Let's get that credit card. Okay, let's do something. Let's go a little cray. But for me, it's more about building the relationship than anything else. Okay, I joke about credit cards, but you know what? I'd rather have a relationship where I can get a wire transfer than a credit card. You get what I'm saying? So for example, this guy over here, Dave Reynolds, he sent me a message over here. He sent me a connection request. So when there's an inbound connection request from somebody, it's an opportunity to take a look at their profile and see who this person is. Now, this person's in Canada, apparently. He has 5,000 followers in Canada. And so who is this person? I don't know who this person is. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on contact info to see, oh, his birthday just happened. Do you see that? I'm not even connected to the guy, and now I know his birthday just happened. I also see his website. I can go to his website and can click on it. Most people never do this. And then I can click contact info on his website, and I can see if there's a phone number here. Sometimes there's a phone number, right? Stay on our VIP list. There's a phone number. There's a phone number. There's a no. There's a phone number on his web. No, not possible. Okay, I'm going to hit copy. I'm just going to right click on his phone number. I'm going to do copy link address or whatever. I'm going to go into my CRM. And by the way, you can see all the notes I took about Ari, 31,000 followers. He's interested in upcoming webinar, blah, blah, blah. You see that? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my contacts, my opportunities, my contacts, my calendar, my conversations. Here's my contacts right here. Then I'm going to click right over here, and I'm going to just paste in the phone number, and I'm going to call him. Okay? Now, you might not be able to hear this yet, but let me stop sharing my screen. It's ringing right now. Let me just see. Share sound. Share. Okay. Be able to hear what I'm doing. I'm going to go back.
Has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Dave. I see you sent me a connection request, and you're an author, facilitator, and a revenue optimizer down in Canada, or I should say up in Canada because I'm in New Jersey. I would like to talk to you. I'm curious to know why you sent me the connection request, and I want to learn more about your book. If you have a few minutes, give me a call back, 917-865-7631. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Dave. Okay, so I just called him, left him a voicemail. I'm going to call him again. Let's just see if he picks up this time. I'm also going to save him into a list. You see, I have a save profile button here. And when I save them into a list, I could look them up in other
Been
places.
forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not
He's
available.
obviously busy.
At the tone, please record your message.
Okay,
When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Another message because that's annoying. That's annoying. I'm not going to leave him another message because that's annoying. But I could send him a text message. But that's just one signal that it's time to call somebody, right? Somebody hit you up. Now, I could accept the connection request if I want. I don't know that I need to do that right now because he's not picking up his phone. If he did pick up his phone, I'd have a relationship with him. I do see that he's active on LinkedIn, and I do see this gold icon. You see there's a gold icon on the top right corner? That means he's paying for LinkedIn. And I always say people that pay attention. So I'm gonna hit accept right now just to see maybe there's another phone number in his contact info. Because when I hit accept and I refresh the page here, it'll show me additional information here that wasn't there before. Do you see now his email address is here? Do you see that? Before his email address wasn't there. Now his email address is here because I hit refresh. And now we connected. Now we're connected. Now I can send him a DM. So what's the first DM that I send people when they connect with me on LinkedIn? Do I send them a message saying, hey, buy my services? No, that would be annoying. That would be annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a side panel, and I could literally just have it write something for me. I can pick a goal. For example, thanks for connecting. Looks like somebody's calling me right now. A prospect is calling me. I'm going to let him know that I'll call him back. Hi, I'm going to call you back. I'm just on the other line. Okay? In about an hour. Thank you. All right. Okay, so people call me back. So I leave voicemails and people call me back all the time. And if it's an important prospect that can spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 with me, probably I'm going to pick up the phone and let them know that I'll call them back so that they don't feel like I'm ignoring them. You know what I mean? And so that's happening all the time for me. So, okay, so build a relationship, learn about their services, gratitude for connecting. That's the one I'm going to choose. And then I'm going to press generate, and it's going to generate a comment for Dave. Hey, thanks for connecting, Dave. I'm really excited about the potential for our new connection. Looking forward to sharing ideas and supporting each other. Okay, so I'm going to press insert, and I'm going to press send. Do you see this wasn't a salesy message? And also, by the way, I didn't write it myself, but it is in my voice because my persona trains evyAI to sound like me. And so this is what I would literally say. Now, I could also send him a GIF if I want, like a welcome GIF, like a Happy Tuesday GIF or something like that. I could send him this one right over here, like that. I don't know why I like this one so much, but like blah, 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 blah. The idea is I'm building a relationship, and he's using LinkedIn right now. Do you see the green dot he's on right now? And he's not picking up my call, which is okay. He's in Canada. He doesn't have to pick up my call. And I'm going to say, by the way, I tried to call you to ask you about your book. Did you see my call? Do you see that? I tried to call you to ask you about your book. Now, I'm not sitting here trying to sell him anything yet because I don't know what his problem is. So as they say in Brooklyn, what's your problem, huh? What's your problem, huh? I got to figure out what his problem is. But I started with a greeting, and then I moved from greeting to what? Who wants to tell me in the chat what the next step is? Greeting to what? Greeting to selling? Nope, that doesn't work ever. Greeting to what? Greeting to conversation? Not yet. Greeting to sharing ideas? Ideas are good, but check this out. What are people hungry for? Feeding. They want to be fed. They want to be spoon-fed. So I say the process for getting people on a phone to a conversation, which I teach in our course called the Evergreen Networking System, is called greeting, feeding, and meeting. It's the 9th module in the Evergreen Networking System. And by the way, that program is a $10,000 program that we give you as a bonus for getting the bundle. Greeting, feeding, and meeting. Most people don't know what to say in the DM. They have no idea what to say. And so our AI will write up what to say, and depending on the stage, you can instruct it, once you have the knowledge, of whether it's a greeting, feeding, or meeting conversation that you need to be having. Okay, so it's included in the bundle, and you guys have access to that if you got the bundle or if you need the bundle. So I want you guys just to take a moment. Why don't we call Rick up? Rick, can you unmute yourself for a second? Rick's a client. Rick,
yes.
you said something in our community today, and I was like, you're like, I thought I was wowed. What did you say? Tell me what you said about we created a library of personas. Tell me how you feel about evyAI and how you feel about the bundle. It's like, what are you thinking? Why did you say that comment in the community?
Well, if you want to get an MBA without the investment and the 3 years, you sign up for evyAI and you get the bundle, then you have access to all the schooling. Um, Joe, I've learned not only about AI and LinkedIn, but really just human psychology of how to build the business. So, how to talk to people. Like you talk about introductions, invitations, and information. And you said people don't want information. They don't. But this helps me. evyAI is a tool that I've been using to have more invitations, more greetings, and I'm having actually people are inviting me to connect with them now because of what I'm posting on LinkedIn. So it's really instead of me trying to rustle the bushes until something falls out, people are starting to express interest in me and what I'm doing because of this tool and the ability to be able to post so much information and then engage and interact with people quickly and easily without spending all day. That's the big thing. Can't hear you, Joe.
Thank you, Rick. I muted myself so I don't interrupt you by accident because I'll say things to interrupt you, and you were talking gold. Murray mentioned something. Murray actually is one of our affiliates as well, and he recently filled a webinar. 200 people registered for his webinar. Now, this is not a marketer guy. He's not the most tech savvy guy in the bunch. He's a smart guy. He's a good business guy, but he just followed some instructions that we gave him in our program. 200 people raised their hand and said they're interested in an affiliate webinar, not in his own product, in a product that he was promoting on behalf of someone else. And then many dozens of people showed up and many people paid and he got commissions from it. Now, Murray, 240 people, he said, not 200. Murray, unmute yourself. You've been around the block on LinkedIn. You've taken many courses and programs, but this is different for you. Can you tell the world listening right now what this means to you?
So I'm an old guy, right? So I can provide in my job description. It says I'm authorized to give unsolicited advice as an old guy. Um, I'm a student of LinkedIn for life, and every time you learn something, it's like I get excited, which makes me twisted and sick. But because it doesn't take much to make a big difference, and I have invested a lot of time and money in courses and stuff, and the value here never ends. I mean, he's got great tech. He's got great strategies, but it's the community that I think is really the gold. Guys like Rick. It's not just Joe. You get Rick, you got like mini Joes. And he generates new tools and stuff every day. I logged on today and there's the thing that Rick's talking about, all these personas, which is to me is my favorite thing about evyAI. Is the personas. If you can master the personas, you can create a version of you for each situation. And the situation is going to be different, so you want to sound different. You want to train the AI to speak like you, but to apply it to a certain situation.
Incredible. Thank you. And
It's
thank you
very
for
cool.
sharing. Thank you for sharing how much you're learning. And it's true. I'm a student of the game and I'm building new tech myself every day and rolling it out quickly before my development team could even implement it into evyAI. I have it rolled in, rolled on, and ready to go.
Hey, Joe,
Go ahead.
may I add one thing?
Of course.
Yeah. So, in addition to what Murray said, I think he's spot on about the community. For those of you that don't know, we have an accountability group that meets today at 5 Eastern. Evan Messman hosted for Joe. We're going to be talking about templates today. And so, if Joe seems like he goes too fast, this is a smaller group of people where we're all learning together. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about templates because to me, I love personas, but templates are gold in terms of saving you time. So if you're that's not on your calendar, go to the calendar in school, get in the community and attend.
And by the way, if you want accountability, just write accountability in the chat. If you're the type of person that wants accountability with other entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches, consultants, and people that are very influential, that have tens of thousands of people in their network, that can hold you accountable, can teach you the things they've learned from me. Because, yes, I move a little bit fast. But some of the people that come to the accountability meeting, they don't even know how to use zip files yet. And they're learning slowly. Check this out. I'm going to click on share right over here. And I'm going to show you a dashboard. This is called a dashboard. I have a process that I teach my students called the recognize, strategize, and prioritize process. You first have to recognize who you know and who you don't know to segment your connections. But check this out. We're adding a significant amount of AI research to all of your connections. So, for example, if I want to look into, for example, Brad Malkin, who is the president of Noble Home Loans, I don't know much about him. So I'm going to deploy an agent right now. Check this out. I'm deploying an agent right now, and we're going to have 5 different agents that can check different databases that you're going to be able to have unlimited, unfettered access to research. And this is some research that I can pull. This is just one piece of information, but I can pull many, many, many pieces of information, and I can ask many follow-ups on this person. That's just incredible. And I can do this for any of my contacts. I can pull up any contact, and I can do research, and I can ask it to go do things for me, like find me target market, professional summary, key services, who she helps, her contact information with her phone number and her website and her address, ladies and gentlemen, like everything, conversation starters, potential business opportunities, notable achievements. And I have 30, let me stop my share for a second. I have 30,000 connections. If I had to pay a research company to research every single connection, it would cost me a fortune. But guess what? With a click of a button, you'll have a dashboard with all of your connections in them, with the ability to research every single one and create custom, super custom, rapport building, revenue generating opportunities without doing anything against LinkedIn's terms. So if you need a dashboard, just say, I need a dashboard. We're going to throw that in as a bonus for anyone that gets the bundle today. We're going to throw it in as a bonus. Usually people charge 25 cents for each record. We're going to give you unlimited access for an unlimited amount of records just for you. And we'll put a dashboard together for you. We'll help you export all your connections in a way that complies with LinkedIn's terms. We'll get everything into a dashboard. And then eventually everything's going to be in the side panel anyway. You're going to have everything on the side of LinkedIn ready to go. Our developers, by the end of next week, promised me we're going to have AI research in the side panel. So we're working on getting the AI research not just in the dashboard, but literally in the side panel. The way you can click on Facebook, you'll be able to select 5 different agents that can do research for you on the internet.
And Joe, I just wanted to make sure that you're covering the price. We're getting emails about how much it costs.
The price is either $2,000 a year, or we're offering right now, if you pay for the year, we're offering it for $984. So you can wait till the price goes to $2,000 a year, or $197 a month if you want to buy it per month. You pay $984 for the year, and you literally get everything. So if you're in, just write I'm in.
And is it refundable? Can I get refund and ever?
It is not refundable. Tammy wants me to make it very clear. It's not refundable because you're getting $10,000 worth of bonuses up front. So it's not refundable. You pay for it, you get it, and you could use unlimited credits, which every single time you use a credit, it costs us money.
Do you have a trial?
There's no trial of the bundle, but you can sign up for evyAI.com right now and try it out if you want. And you get 20,000 tokens at no cost. There's no credit card required. But for the bundle, there's no trial. You get in and you're in. The real question is, are you in or are you not in? If you're in, just write I'm in. If you're not in, say I need to consider it, something to consider, or just write I'm interested. You're either in or you're interested. Robert Parisi said, well worth it. I joined 3 months ago. By the way, if you guys are interested, if you guys like already got it, just tell the world why you got it in the chat. Let's just show Tammy.
Ellen,
Why?
I just tried to call your cell phone, by the way. Ellen emailed us, and I
Listen,
just wanted to let her know.
I don't mind if people wait till we put the price at $2,000. I'd rather people pay $2,000 and then not get the $10,000 program and pay separately for the $10,000 program, because that's what's going to happen. But why not pay $984 now and just get it all done? So that's
And
the
how do
idea.
they do that, Joe? I think that's the question.
Just go to evyai.com/bundle. Just simple. Just go to evyai.com/bundle and just grab it right now. My goal is to help you make back double whatever you paid for the bundle with our affiliate, because we pay you 20% for people that you recommend to us. So we have a great affiliate program. So if you're already in the bundle, then do that. All right, let's share a couple more tips. evyai.com/bundle. And I'm telling you right now, this works. It
So what
works.
if you can't handle a whole bundle?
You don't have to handle
Rob
the whole
Rob is
bundle.
saying I'm really busy. I don't have time to deal with all of this.
If you don't have time to deal with all of it, then deal with some of it. You know, my goal is to give you so much value that even if you only take 1% of what I'm teaching you and you apply it, you'll make back 10 times whatever you invested. 1%. I'm going to show you right now something interesting. We're going to go into evyAI. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you what the bundle looks like. Check this out. First of all, I want to give you a couple more tips. So don't go anywhere yet because I want to show you some more value. Okay, so I'm all about the value. That's what I'm about. If we go into evyAI and you go to it's hidden. You can't just go to it. You have to get notified about it. So you go to /bundle and you just put in your email. You hit claim deal. Then it gives you the deal. You see, $984. We're going to be giving it for the regular price of $2,000 soon, and I can't tell you how long it's going to take for us to do that, but it's either $197 a month or you go here to the bundle and you get the whole bundle, just like this. Okay, so just go to evyai.com/bundle, put in your email, hit claim deal, and hopefully you'll be able to claim the deal. Hopefully it'll still be available for you. But let me go back into evyAI and show you something crazy. I'm going to go to login. Every single thing that I do gets saved right over here. Every message, every client, every note that I take, everything gets saved right over here. So anything, any generation that you have gets saved here. Now, if I click on idea generator and I want to come up with an idea to post, I could just click on the microphone here and say something like, give me ideas related to posting with intention for sales professionals that aren't really posting on LinkedIn. And then I just change my persona to, let's say, the Joe Applebaum persona, and I press generate ideas. Within about 3 seconds, I'm going to have 4 solid ideas that I can use. You see? What are the key benefits of sharing authentic stories on LinkedIn? Now I press generate post. It's going to generate a post with a hook, main points, a call to action, and hashtags all done for me. Do you see that? It's all done. I can now take this post and post it on LinkedIn, just like that. Now, if I want to use a side panel to do this, I can use a side panel to do it. I can just select my goal for the post, show empathy. I can select my tone. I can make it metaphorical or inspirational. I can select my persona. In this case, I'm going to select the posting template persona, and I'm just going to hit the microphone here, and I'm going to say the following. Sales professionals need to start leaving notes properly on calls. And most sales professionals don't have the strategy to properly leave notes. Well, we have an assistant that will write up all your notes for you in seconds and then take those notes and help you be able to segment them, organize them, and systemize them so you can have them for your CRM. Taking notes is key, and asking yourself the questions of the best way to take notes is also key. Make sure to read our PDF below where we show you exactly how to take notes, and let me know if you value notes and why you think notes are important. You see, I just spewed out of my brain. Now I'm going to press generate. It's going to take this spew and it's going to turn it into something super valuable. So I'm going to go here on LinkedIn and I'm going to click on start a post. You see it says start a post. And then I'm going to take the information that it typed up here and I'm going to press insert. And I just inserted this whole post. Taking notes might seem mundane, but the secret sauce is a success in sales. You see that? Imagine a world where your notes are organized, insightful, and blah, blah, blah. You see that? And then I'm going to say, what if conventional approach to note taking is holding you back? So here's what I discovered. The power of notes, boom, 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 segment, boom, 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 failure, success. What are strategies going together? I'm going to say, read the PDF and repost if valuable. Okay? Now I'm going to attach a PDF. I'm going to click the plus sign. I'm going to click attach a document. I'm going to choose a file. And I'm going to attach this. I think this is a PDF. It says type Google Chrome document. Okay, sales intelligence transforming best for sales notes and calls. After calls. With evyAI. Okay, so I'm going to press done. I'm going to press post. Now what this is going to do is going to take this and post this. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to send you guys this link here. If you guys want to comment on this, feel free to do that. I'll put it in the comments so you guys can kind of see each other and connect with each other and build relationships. Did it take me a long time to write up that post, either with the idea generator and the regular post writer, or with the much more advanced one that has Unicode? You know, it has bold text in it. It's because of the persona. And I'll show you the persona if you want to see it as kind of like my gift. I'll give you guys personas. Inside our community, all our personas are there. But what I want you guys to know is that if you're not leveraging this technology, you're wasting time. This saves a significant amount of time for sales professionals, for LinkedIn trainers like Rhonda. Rhonda's a LinkedIn trainer. Rhonda, as a LinkedIn trainer, why do you keep coming back to our courses and programs? What is it about it?
Because I always learn something new. You're always one step ahead, and it allows me to be better to work with my clients.
Incredible. And that's from a LinkedIn trainer that's been training for decades on how to leverage LinkedIn. She is the expert, and she comes back over and over, sends her clients to our programs, and she's a great affiliate and also a great friend who's coming with me on a cruise. In next January, we're doing a cruise together. So if you guys want to join the Marketers Cruise, let me know. Say, I want the cruise. I want to learn more about the cruise. It's a group of 450 people that are getting together next January. Okay, so I want you guys to think about this. I just posted on LinkedIn. I literally just posted on LinkedIn. I know 1,000 people are going to see this post. evyAI did the legwork for the post. It gave me the idea, and then I showed you a way to just do it that way, or I showed you a way where you can just vomit into a microphone, and then it just converts it into a post just like that. So if you do this consistently, if you use the right AI writers to generate with the right personas, if you have the right lists and you use the right templates, you're going to turn LinkedIn into gold, especially if you have a dashboard with AI research. And here's another bonus that we give with the bundle, which is a business networking one sheet. And I'm going to show you mine real quick. And I want everyone that has a one sheet to say, I have a one sheet. And if you need a one sheet, just say, I need a one sheet, because I'll create a one sheet for any evyAI Pro client in just a few seconds. Seconds, not minutes, but seconds. Look at what my one sheet looks like. Say I have a one sheet or I need a one sheet. Look at this. It shows me who I am, my current projects, who I want to meet, my centers of influence, how to introduce Joe Apfelbaum, my skills, experience, and passions, and my contact info, including my email, how to schedule a meeting with me, and all my products and services. Wouldn't it be helpful to do this, to have this, so that you can get it created in seconds with evyAI Pro? This is powerful. And look at what people are saying in the comments of this. Look at what people are saying. My ideal clients are insurance brokers, private equity. Look at that. People are just commenting and promoting my sheet. My goal was to get 100 people to like and comment on this post. And look at that. We got 100 people to like and comment on this post. And now it's my featured post, and it's going to stick around there for the year, because when I meet somebody, I want them to read my business networking one sheet. Wouldn't you want to educate your most ideal clients and centers of influence to get you referrals? And don't you want to create a marketing piece that can easily inform people on how to send you referrals? We're doing a terrible job at educating our ideal clients and our ideal prospects at knowing how to refer business to us. And it's our fault, because we say we're looking for business owners, and that's not helpful. We're looking for decision makers. That's not helpful. With evyAI and the bundle, we'll help you be able to pick your exact target market and teach you how to find them on LinkedIn. And we have over 35 beta Chrome extensions as well that do all types of funky things that I can't talk about here. So you have to come to our special session to learn about all the things that we do behind the scenes that are fun and that are 100% kosher. 100% kosher, because they were blessed by a rabbi. Okay, so Wendy likes that. Elle says, how do people determine whether or not their ICP scrolls up and views a post? Some don't scroll LinkedIn, etc. Well, some don't and some do. We teach you how to get through to people and get them on the phone. That's really the key. Get them on the phone. So whoever wanted the bundle, I'm going to throw in a very special bonus for whoever buys it in the next 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes to buy the bundle, and you will get a 3-hour class that I did yesterday. I have the replay ready in my templates. I'm going to give it to you, just the people that buy it in the next 5 minutes. If you want to get that replay, it's going to be $250 to get that replay. But if you buy the bundle right now, I'm going to throw in my deep research class. And Rhonda was there, and her mind was blown. Rhonda paid $250 for that class, and her mind was blown. I taught how to deploy a battalion of 5 agents to be able to do any research you want in different places, research hundreds of YouTube videos in seconds for free, create slides in your create slides in your brand in seconds, a 60 slide document with deep research. You want to learn how to do that? I'm throwing in the bonus for anyone that buys it in the next 5 minutes. Jack, ask me privately about that.
We lost you, Joe.
Oh, you lost me? Can you guys still hear me? Marie says, I'd buy that as a standalone.
Yes, we can hear you now.
So, guys, buy the bundle right now in the next 5 minutes, and I will throw in that special thing that I really don't want the whole world to know about, that, to tell you the truth, because that is such a competitive advantage to be able to deploy agents without any technical skills. You need 0 technical skills to do this. You just have to know where the agents are hanging out and what to say to them. And I spent 3 hours going through it. And then I even teach how to create a version of myself that speaks. Go ahead, Rhonda. Rhonda's raised her hand.
Well, you left out the best part about yesterday, Joe, which was you can look at everybody that's attending a specific event and turn it into an Excel spreadsheet and then find their LinkedIn URLs. I mean, I'm
Holy
speaking in
moly.
front of a group Friday, God knows at 5 a.m. my time, with 44 people. And I had a long sheet that I couldn't really make heads or tails of. And literally in that, I don't know, it took you what, 5-10 minutes, and you turned it into an Excel spreadsheet so I can check out every single person in a second. I mean, the amount of time that saved me was worth, probably add another 0 onto that 250. It was crazy.
And what's insane about that, Rhonda, is that we also added deep research to each person as well. So now you can add deep research to every person that you automatically found on that spreadsheet to start doing research on every person, because the agent can do the research. That's the crazy thing about it. You know, the crazy thing about what we're teaching and what we're giving out is that you don't have to do any research. The agent will scour the web and look at hundreds of websites on your behalf. Hundreds. Not 2, not 7, not 16. Hundreds of websites in seconds, and you watch as it's doing it. It's the most, and it's free, But learning how to do it, again, Robert, congrats on joining. Thank you for joining the bundle. You get that special bonus. If anybody's doing it, just write, I'm doing it. I want you guys to really think about this. I want you guys to think about this. How much is a new client worth to you? If you got one new client in the next year, what's that worth to you? Is it worth investing your time and energy in learning how to leverage LinkedIn? These skills are skills that you use forever. Not one time, but forever. These are forever skills. That's why.
Mistral joined, Krista joined.
Welcome, Krista. Welcome, Mistral. These are forever things. And by the way, you know why we called our company the Evergreen Networking System? Because I was running in the park one day and LinkedIn sued us. By the way, this is the second time. This is the first time that LinkedIn sued us. They sued us again. And then we got a 1,500 person law firm to fight them, and now they're backing off. But check this out. They sued us because our name was Social Sellin, and Sellin sounded too much like LinkedIn. And I had to go and rebrand everything. It cost us thousands of dollars, and we had to create a new copyright and a new trademark, and everything changed. And I said, you know what? I'm creating a company that's forever. No one can take it away. I'm calling it Evergreen, because everything I teach is evergreen. It's
Shafiq,
forever.
I didn't see you join via the bundle. You can please email us at hello@evyai.com. Barbara, I'm not sure I saw that either.
Guys, if you have a question about it, email hello@evyai.com. Ellen Tyler said I joined.
It could be taking a second to come through.
evyai.com/Barbara.
Barbara, I see you, Barbara.
Guys, this is what I want you to consider. I want you to consider this. I'm going to teach you how to get clients.
Shafiq, I see you now. I see you. You're in.
I'm going to teach you how to get people on the phone. Now, sometimes people are going to reject you. They're not going to like you. You know, we had a client that called us up
Let me just say one thing. Yes, ask a question, Mr. Roll. I have to hop, so please ask it. Um, I'm going to email everyone. Please check your spam throughout the day today, okay? You will be receiving an email from us with onboarding. So check your email, check your spam.
Tammy's
And
in
then
it.
mark us as not spam.
No, or reply. When you get an email from
Yeah.
evyAI, just reply to the email. It helps you and it helps us. Whenever you reply to an email, it actually flags it as a valid email. So just whenever you get an email from evyAI, just reply. Say, got it, love it, awesome, great, thank you. It'll put a lot more burden on Tammy's team, on the customer service team,
And
but we love hearing from you.
if you're already a member of evyAI, the premium, or you're paying annual or monthly and you upgrade to bundle, what we do is we cancel your other subscription and we refund a prorated difference.
So you're actually going to
So
get it for less than $9.84 if you already paid for premium. So don't worry about it. Pay the full
correct.
$9.84, but we'll work in the back end. Tammy's being very generous right now and giving you guys extra money. Thank you,
All
Tammy,
right,
for
I'm gonna
doing
hop off. Thank you.
that. Okay. And by the way, can we say hello to my nephew, Shalom? Shalom Surugo's here live with us. He's saying hi to us on the video. Shalom is from San Diego. And Shalom told me that he was having a hard time getting an apprentice job somewhere. He wanted to do HVAC apprentice. Shalom, is it okay? Give me a thumbs up if I can share this. Okay, good. He gave me a thumbs up. He was having a hard time getting an apprentice. And what I realized was after having a conversation with him that there were some self-limiting beliefs in his head. And how old are you? What are you, 20 years old? 20 years old. He's 20 years old. I told him he needs to start taking LinkedIn seriously. And I told him, I guarantee that whatever amount of money he wants to make in this next year, LinkedIn could provide him that amount of money. And then he's been hanging out with me for the past week, just watching what I'm doing. And his brother called me up yesterday. His oldest brother, who got married, lives in Pittsburgh, called me up. He's like, what the hell are you doing with Shalom? I need to know. Because the guy's on fire right now. The guy's on fire. And I was like, I'm literally he's just attending my sessions and he's learning the Evergreen networking system and starting to use evyAI. And right now he has very little connections and very little followers. Would you guys have a conversation with him if he just wanted to chat with you and network with you? Guys, say yes in the chat if you would have a conversation with him. I'm just curious to know because he thinks, like, why would anybody want to talk to me, a 20-year-old guy? What can I do to them for them? Look how many people, Shalom, want to have a conversation with you and learn about you and get to know who you are and what your goals are and maybe how you can help them in their business to network them and to support them. Look at how many people actually care about you and love you just because you exist. I want you to know that people want to support you and people want to help. This is the world of love. We think that it's a world of scarcity, but it's not. Scarcity comes from fear, and fear is just a lack of temporary love. And so if we can just love each other, I'm building a community of 1,000 people that are engaged LinkedIn users, that are willing to leave comments on each other's posts, that are willing to get on the phone with each other and learn about each other and connect and willing to lean into the conversation. That's what I believe LinkedIn is really about. Not spamming, not just shoving things down people's throats or it feeling weird, but coming together. And we're having a posting party on Monday at 10 a.m. where everybody comes, does their elevator pitches, and everybody shares like this, but really it's about sharing each other's posts and supporting each other. We do it 25 times a year. We do posting parties. And we're doing lots of different parties. We're going to be doing template creation parties. We're going to be doing recommendation parties. We're going to be doing profile optimization parties. Rhonda just had a profile optimization party in our community. She's going to be doing another one. And where people come together and help each other and support each other. This is a real network of real people with tons of education, tons of resources, artificial intelligence in your voice, used smartly, and then systems and processes to get you results. You're not going to get results if you don't have conversations with people. But you have a safe place to have 100 conversations. Look how many people said yes, that they're willing to speak to Shalom, who doesn't even own a business. Think about that. And you that own a business and has a network, for sure you'd have hundreds of people that would want to chat with you. People want to get on the phone. I called Ari today. I called him out of the blue. We had a conversation. We had an amazing conversation, and he picked up the phone. The first time I think I called him, he didn't pick up. And then the second time I called him, he picked up. So I had to call twice. Remember, sometimes you have to call twice. So I called him the first time. He didn't pick up. Then I texted him and called him again. So he knew that it was a real person. Because sometimes a number comes up and you don't know who it is. But if you text a person and you call them again, they'll know that it's really legit. And again, there are literally 100 reasons to be able to call somebody. I gave you guys a few reasons today. somebody sends you a connection request. You see somebody's online. But there are many other reasons. It's their birthday, right? Think about it. It's their birthday. They're having an anniversary. They got a new job. They liked your post. They comment. I mean, there's literally 100 different scenarios of why you should reach out to people. And so I want to give you guys those scenarios, teach you how to get on the phone with people. And I successfully get on the phone with 5 people every single day and have 15-minute conversations with those people. Do you know how many people that is a year? Can anyone do the calculation quickly right now? In the chat, guess. If you got on the phone with 5 people every single day, by the end of the year, if you successfully did it and took a 2-month vacation, you went on a cruise with Rhonda, and you took a 2-month vacation, how many conversations would you have? How many 15-minute conversations with potential clients, prospects, centers of influence, people that can position you, that can get you on podcasts, that can get you in a book? How many of those conversations would you have over the course of the year? How many? 1,000. That's right, 1,000. That's powerful. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that I'm here to support you. As my gift, I'm going to give you the template generator, even if you decide not to join. I want you guys to join, but even if you decide not to join, I'll show you how I access the template generator. So I'm going to go into LinkedIn. I'm going to go into my templates. Instead of promo links, I'm going to switch to the evyAI links. You see that? Now I have tons of evyAI links. I have information about the bundle. I have information about our affiliate program. And I have this little template, simple template generator. I press copy. And then I just paste it right here. Dietra said the following. Check this out. She said, I have to drop off, but for anyone who's on the fence, evyAI is worth its weight in gold. And because it really is the people in the community who are willing to take time out of their day to help without any expectation in return. It is 100% a community of paying it forward. Wow. Wow. My dream come true. Having a community of 1,000 engaged LinkedIn users that really care about each other. That's my dream. Some people want to go viral. Some people want to go viral. I already got COVID. It's funnier every single time I say it. Bye, Deidre. Thank you for saying that. I don't want to go viral. I want to be strategic. I want to build a relationship with Wendy, with Juan, with Rhonda, with Ellen, with Greg, with Dr. Sally, with Helena. I want to build a relationship with real people, with people that are willing to show up to things and to reply to my DMs and to post something so I can comment on something. Not with a stranger. There's enough strangers in the world. There's enough strange things going on. And if you try to capture 1 million people, you're going to capture nothing. The reason I chose the number 1,000, why not 100? Why not 500? Why not? Because of Kevin Kelly's book, Kevin Kelly's article. Anyone heard of Kevin Kelly from Wired Magazine? He wrote an article called 1,000 Fans. It's worth reading the article. He said if you have 1,000 fans that are willing to travel 100 miles to see you perform, you can build a 6-figure income from 1,000 fans. On LinkedIn, do you know how easy it is to build 1,000 connections? We had a sales rep that started like 3 months ago. She has 1,000 connections already. And she's from the Philippines. And she writes in her profile she's from the Philippines. So this is international. LinkedIn is international. Shalom is in San Diego. Shalom, you're in San Diego now, right? He's in San Diego right now. He's going to have 1,000 connections very soon. It's not going to take one day. It's not. Because LinkedIn limits you as to how many connections you can get per week, how many you can send out. You can receive as many as you want, but how many you send out. So Shalom, put your LinkedIn URL in the chat so everyone can connect with you. You already did? Put it again. Put it in the chat so people can connect with you. And this way, you'll get a bunch of incoming connection requests from people that actually want to get to know you, that actually want to build a relationship. And you'll watch him morph from a person who has absolutely no idea how to use LinkedIn to a person who's having 5 to 10 conversations every single day. And he's 20 years old. And I'm going to work with him personally, not just because his sister's my older sister and she'll kick my ass if I don't, but because I really love him. He's funny. He's smart. He asks really good questions. He's very curious. And he's a good kid, and I want him to be successful in life. I want him to be financially independent. So he just has to learn these skills of networking, and he'll never have to worry about where money comes again. I don't have to worry about where money comes ever again. And I don't want you guys either, because your network is your net worth. Think about that. If you had an unlimited amount of people to talk to, and you had the courage to talk to those people, and you had a good offer to offer those people and their network, you would have an abundance of clients and you would never have to worry about it. And then you just get into your purpose. You know, a lot of people get out of their purpose because they're in desperation. And people can sense your desperation when you're trying to sell them things they don't need. That comes from desperation. So instead, I want you to get into your purpose. I want you to get into love, into connection, into growth, so that you can take care of yourself and personally develop and get more conscious and make this world a better place. And if I can bring together 1,000 people that are like that over the course of the next decade, it doesn't have to happen tomorrow. Over the course of the next decade, that would really warm my heart. And then giving them the tools to use it as well, where everybody's investing in it together to build it, incredible. Incredible. So look, Shalom posted his thing. Shalom, the first tip I'm going to give you right now is to customize your LinkedIn URL. Customize your LinkedIn URL. Right now, there's a bunch of numbers on it. When you go to your own profile on the top right, there's a pencil. Click on that pencil, and then you can put a vanity URL. And everyone should do this. Add a vanity, and just call it Shalom Strugo. No dashes, no spaces, nothing. So when you tell somebody how to get to your profile, you say linkedin.com/in/Shalom Strugo, just like that. Okay, so I gave you guys the template generator as a gift on me. For anyone that signs up to the bundle right now, they will get that 3-hour deep research class as a bonus, or you can pay $250 for it if you go to the AI Circle. I'll send you guys a link to the AI Circle. I have it right here available. And if you guys have any additional questions, and I missed a question that you had, I apologize, but I will get to any questions that you have. You could always DM me a question. You could always post them in the community. If you're pending in the community, then just say pending in the chat, and we'll unpend you from the community. So I'm going to quickly look for the promo links that I had before. I have them on the side here because somebody asked about the AI Circle. If you want to watch the last 50 hours of the AI Circle, every single class we teach something differently. So the AI Circle is available right now on the bottom. Pending, I think. So click on that. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll be in touch. Boom.